Occupy the world. Occupy the world. Occupy the world with what? Occupy the world with unconditional love. Occupy the world with unconditional love. Unconditional love doesn't mean you go around putting flowers in motherfuckers' hair. You go around hugging everybody you see. If I see my family member, I'm talking about a personal family member, fuck up in front of me, knowing that they're doing the wrong thing, with the full knowledge of what they're doing, yet still choosing to do it, you don't think I'm going to slap him? You don't think I'm going to stop him? You don't think I'm going to reprimand him? But before all this happens, I make sure I know clear in that person's mind that they know right from wrong. We're at a point in, as a collective where we don't know if they know right from wrong. But we are here to define what is right from what is wrong. Okay? Now, it is wrong to give trillions of dollars to people who knowingly misled the public in a way that extorted their funds into their personal pockets. Now, they did this with full knowledge of what was going on. This ain't no, oh, I don't know how this shit happened. This is a planned thing. Okay, a lot of intelligence went into designing the way that the shit's going down right now. So we bail out criminals, and at the same time, we're creating educative slave labor. You understand what I'm saying? I went to school for free, right? I had my scholarship, but you can't get by like that, especially if you ain't got money from mama and daddy. So I take out my loans like most people do, and I am in the game. As soon as I take the loans out, I'm in the game. I can't get educated for free. We're in a place where human ingenuity, human passion, human creativity is the most valuable thing that we have. Yet, in order to liven this up, you have to pay. You have to pay. Shouldn't we be supporting this process? Shouldn't we be happy to cultivate the mindfulness of the average human being? Why is it that I had to pay to continue my education? Why can't I continue it right now? I can, and I do it, but not on a officially recognized scale. You see what I'm saying? Right now, I can't get a job using my degree because my loan's in default. And unless I give them X amount of money, they won't release my transcript. So what good is my education now? I can't even get a job with my degree. What good is that? What good does that do my family? And furthermore, why the fuck do I need to work for whoever? Why can't I just be allowed to exist? And what I mean by exist, I don't mean sit around on my ass smoking cigarettes, right? Even though I do that sometimes. I walk my life with unconditional love for my children, my family, my community. I appreciate this life I live. Everyone I come across, I say thank you. Have a blessed day. Stay blessed. Be blessed. Thank you for blessing me with your presence, no matter who you are, right? And my efforts are spent delving into my unique creativity, whether it be writing, music, art, whatever, right? And that enriches me and allows me to be more of a human being. And it allows me to be a better father, right? Now we know that stress is the enemy of sanity. Stress is the enemy of health and well-being. All you got to do is look up psychosomatic symptoms. Okay, all you got to do is educate yourself. Okay, so it's stressful to think about how am I going to keep my lights on. It's stressful to think about how am I going to feed my babies. It's stressful to think about can I keep my house. When I say keep my house, I'm renting, right? But can I pay my rent, right? Now, these stressors are not by any means alleviated by the masses. They're saying good luck. Wall Street says good luck with that, right? You should be making money. But let's say that the 8 hours I would have spent wherever working, you know how rich and fulfilling those 8 hours are spent with my children? You know how rich those 8 hours are spent with my community? You know how blessed that time is when I get to spend it in freedom? Okay? I don't want shit. All I want is to be able to eat good, clean food, drink clean, good water, have a place to grow, have a place to live, right? Where I can spend time with my family and be blessed. I want to be blessed, not have to conquer the world so I can have a little blessing. I'm not trying to conquer the world. Do what you do, but let me. Where's the space for me to do me? Where's the space for me to just be? I want to raise my kids and spontaneously create shit. That's what life is anyway, even if you do try to plan it otherwise. You're spontaneously creating an ingenuity with the uniqueness that life brings you. And that right there is what's real. Trillions and trillions of dollars flying all kind of ways. Trillions. Yet I got family members worried about keeping their house over a few $1,000s. So Chase or Bank One, whatever the fuck, can make sure that their profit margin is increasing because they're still making a profit even if my aunt kept her house. They're not losing any money. Speaking on this, when a loan does go out, where does that money come from? Right? Let's educate yourself real quick. My aunt and them take out a mortgage on their house. The bank works on a fraction reserve system, fractional reserve system, meaning that the bank only has to have a small percentage of actual money to be able to loan out X amount of dollars, which is a small percentage. I think it's, I don't know what it is, 8, 9, 10%. So 90% of the loan, 90% of the loan that went to my aunt, right, was digitally created out of thin air. It wasn't actual money. So they lend this pretend money, which inflates the whole system. And when the pretend money isn't given back, they take something that's real. They take someone's home. They take someone's space that they have cultivated their entire lives. In this case, for generations. This land has been cultivated. This land has been lived on with this particular family for a long time, right? And now it's threatened because they digitally created some pretend money that they're demanding back. And that whether or not they got the money back, they would still be okay. They would still have food and a place to live and a place to grow. I'm talking about all affiliated with Bank One. They're not worried about where their next meal is coming from or where the roof is. Yet they are extrapolating these things from us as a people simply because they can. Now, what creates the can from the king? Us saying no more. It will not work like this from here on out. So we're here to clearly define right from wrong, clearly understand how the shit's going down, and then make our demands because we, the people, have the power. It's not a joke. The masses, with their collective mind and their collective being and their collective movement, create reality. So the reality that we're creating is one where all men are created equal and where all people are seen as a blessing, where all people are enhanced, where all people are seen as an opportunity to lift us all up. The more that that person's smarter, the more that that person's enjoying their life, the more that the world is in harmony. We can't have one. We can't have one person left behind, right? I'm talking about a real no one left behind. Everyone needs to get on the train of abundance, of abundant blessings, right? And of living in freedom. It's time to be free. Free of what? Free of what? Who endows us with this freedom? This freedom is inherent in the nature of reality. It's not something that you even have to claim. It's something that you're born with. It's something that's inherent in the nature of things. And so we're going to play with this ideal, with this reality, with this mechanism that is real and inherent. And we're going to see how far we can push freedom. Because we're trying to take freedom to the extremes. We're trying to take freedom to the extremes. We're trying to take freedom to you. We're trying to take freedom to me. Right? And that which we're cultivating is there already. So we already won. We already won. Stay blessed, my friends. Be cool.